Cepes is the core character. Alexander Grayson is the facade that he's using for the world of commerce. Dracula is the monster. Dracula wants revenge against the Ordo Draco, which is like a secret society. And this anger and this fury has been building up over hundreds of years.
Ladies and gentlemen, please gather in the center of the ballroom.
The Ordo Draco are a very powerful, mysterious entity in the show, and they're people who have persecuted Grayson for a long time. So he's decided to disguise himself as Grayson and come into London and take over people's businesses and their sources of income. So the Ordo Draco starts to die from the inside rather than from attacking it from the outside.
I trust our little demonstration was illuminating.
Van Helsing is a pretty interesting, multi-layered character. On one hand, he has a bit of the same past as Dracula. His family got wiped out by the Ordo Draco. It's not the classic Dracula tale, the Bram Stoker's, where Van Helsing, in general, we know him as the great vampire hunter.
There are big differences between Bram Stoker's story and this one. They've taken the main elements of Stoker's story and modernized them in a way, but I think there's a bit more excitement to it. There's a lot more at stake in this story.
I feel like Mina and Harker are very much a modern relationship. They're affectionate publicly, whereas I feel like the period would probably have been very inappropriate.
Every generation should be faster, taller, stronger. So our version of Bram's work is faster, taller, brighter, stronger, sexier, naughtier. It's not a horror, but it has horror elements. It's a love triangle. We've taken a lot of liberties, but good ones, as you should. And it's different because it's ongoing.
We didn't want to make it the classic dark Dracula, so we went for a more colourful look, more interesting. Obviously doing 1896 London has its problems, so we've done a lot of builds, a lot of work on the stages, and we will be doing quite a lot of visual effects in order to make that work.
I thought that this was one of the most fantastic scripts I've ever read. It's such a fantastic new interpretation of a familiar brand. Normally, Dracula is the monster being hunted by humans. What's different and special about our version of Dracula is that Dracula is the hero. And the most important thing is that this is a story about a monster essentially trying to make contact with his human origin.
He's a manifestation of pain and loss. It's what happens when you break somebody to that extent, when you completely demolish their spirit, when you completely demolish their environment and take away those things that they love, taking away his life, but not allowing him the peace of death. It's the ultimate cruelty.